Right now at 10, lacing up for the season. After being delayed because of mild December weather, a Holman ice skating rink is now open.
And new details reveal last night's shooting and house fire are connected.
Plus, La Crosse police are searching for the man who allegedly shot someone outside a bar.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
La Crosse police believe the same man is behind a shooting and a house fire on La Crosse's south side last night.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain has the story.
According to the criminal complaint, the La Crosse Police Department was dispatched on January 18th around 9 at night regarding a complaint who claimed there was a shooting on Farnham Street. Officers say when they arrived on scene, they found one person standing in the front door and another man laying on the floor in the living room, surrounded by a large pool of blood. A neighbor of the victim, who has lived in the neighborhood since the 70s, says she has never experienced any crime or major issues since she moved in.
Stuff happens. People's children get into trouble. Things happen. I feel like this could have happened just about anywhere.
Dillenbeck told me she was coming home with a group of her friends. While she was getting dropped off, she claims a man came running across the street where he was apparently mad because he wanted her friend to move. Dillenbeck later realized that this was the suspect in the case.
So I came back in the house. Our family room's back there, so we can't see that much. And anyway, all of a sudden, there are police everywhere.
The complainant stated that Allen was still in the area, but it was unknown where he went. Fry was then arrested and transported to the La Crosse County Jail, where he was booked for one count of first-degree intentional homicide, possession of a firearm by felon, and bail jumping.
I was given notice by the jail that they were going to communicate with the court that Mr. Fry was on a watch and was essentially, it sounds like, not able to or not willing to come to court today.
Fry is now expected to appear in La Crosse County Court on Monday, January 2nd at 1:30 p.m. for his initial appearance.
A man is wanted for a shooting at a La Crosse bar last Sunday. On January 14th, La Crosse police responded to a shots fired call outside Newey's Vogue bar on George Street. The victim told police he was standing outside the bar when someone ran up and shot him in the leg. That man was later identified as 41-year-old La Crosse man Linnell Carter, who was involved in a physical altercation with the victim earlier that night. A warrant has been put out for Carter, and he is charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide, as well as use of a dangerous weapon and possession of a firearm by a felon, both of those as repeater offenses.
Well, with another cold weekend ahead of us, the emergency day shelter in La Crosse will reopen this weekend. According to the city, the shelter located at 621 3rd Street North will reopen tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday from 8 a.m. to noon. A reminder, the shelter is not open overnight, but rides are available to the Catholic Charities Warming Center at 7 p.m. upon request.
And for an idea of just how cold things might get this weekend, let's send it on over to Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we got a cold weekend, but this will probably be the last real cold weekend for a while if things begin to change here starting in Monday. But for tonight, yeah, we're definitely going to be dealing with a wind chill. That's going to be the problem. You're going to wake up with wind chill. We have a wind chill advisory out till about 9 a.m. For wind chills as low as 30 below. We will see improvement throughout the day, but you look at current temperatures, fairly chilly out there. We have below zero out to the west, so it's one little push of more Arctic air coming down. Right now we have some areas that are above zero, but then you have 12 below in Sparta, so some of those areas could get quite low, maybe down to 20 below in some of the colder areas. Current feel-like temperatures, we have 25 below already in Mason City, so where the wind is blowing, you are seeing those sub-20 below wind chills. We'll see more of that. Otherwise, it is Arctic high pressure overhead. Once again, it's going to be probably the last hurrah for it, but we are definitely going to be cold starting off. Those wind chills 20 below, but we will see plenty of sunshine. That's the one thing this weekend to enjoy, because we won't see it next week, but as we'll start off with 9 below there in Eau Claire and get up to about 4 at noon. Now, ski, probably going to be one of those times, if you want the sunshine, you're going to be skiing, because this is going to be the week to do it, because as we go into next week, a lot more cloud cover, warmer temperatures, more rain or snow. But we won't see probably the sun maybe till the following week. So it's going to be a stretch of no sun pretty much. So get out, enjoy it, but bundle up, because yes, we do have some cold temperatures this week.
All right, will do. Thank you, Greg.
Well, for winter activity enthusiasts, the wait is over. After being delayed a month, the Deerwood Park Ice Rink is finally open for the season.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall is talking to one Holman family who's happy to be back on the ice. Jeremy?
Ken and Emily, normally the rink opens in December, but mild weather delayed it until now. The Blackburns waited all season to put their ice skates on.
My kids were so excited. We've been talking about how it's getting cold enough for the rink and the ice to be ready. And our son, Sam, he's 5 and he's been playing hockey. So we wanted to get everyone out.
They're finally lacing up their shoes and skating at Deerwood Park. According to Parks and Recreation Director Chris Gary, this is the longest Holmen waited to open the rink. Gary says skaters should prepare for a shorter season.
It's already a short season, usually like 2.5 months maybe if we're lucky. This year is probably going to be closer to a month and a half.
Although it's freezing outside, this type of weather is good for the rink.
We like to see it consistently be below freezing day and night to allow it, because we have a one-fill rink. You have to fill it all at once. So it takes a little bit longer to freeze. If it's sitting out in, above freezing temperatures, you're going to just have like a pool of water out there.
And the rink is open 7 days a week from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Ken and Emily?
All right, thank you, Jeremy. January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. It's estimated that over 13,000 women in the U.S. are diagnosed with it every year. Cervical cancer is one of the more dangerous types of cancer because it is hard to detect. That's because people typically don't show symptoms until the cancer has advanced. A doctor at Mayo Clinic says the best way to protect yourself from cervical cancer is to screen for it early, get the HPV vaccine, and to test for HPV. HPV is a sexually transmitted disease that, if not completely treated, can cause cervical cancer. The HPV vaccine has decreased the number of cervical cancer diagnoses by about 65%.
When you look at the graphs and the trends, it's a marked downward trend. It's one of the most remarkable curves we see in medicine, is how dramatically the decrease in cervical cancer diagnosis rates have been since the introduction of HPV vaccine.
Dr. Stockham adds that people with a cervix should start testing for HPV and getting pap smears once they turn 21.
Glasswork. It's an art form dealing with 3,000-degree temperatures and some very intricate tool work. So to the unexperienced eye, it's a little intimidating.
But one Winona businesswoman is working to make the practice accessible to all. Photographer John Hayes has the story in our latest eyepiece.
First thing, I'll fire up my torch. Make sure that it's a dialed in flame. We call it a neutral flame. So it's the ideal mixture of propane and oxygen. I really do appreciate that it is a material that requires your undivided attention. You can't be focused on anything else while you're working with it. And it's also predictable. Once you get to know it, it's like a communication that you have to maintain with this material. I mean, it's glasswork, like I said, is super magical. It's a really interesting way to work with material. And facilitating this experience for folks brings so much joy to them. Just this integration of art and science, and it's a very magical experience.
Now, her classes are open for anyone ages 9 and up. We'll have more information on the classes on our digital platforms.
Still ahead tonight, Alec Baldwin charged for the second time for the 2021 fatal shooting on the movie set of Rust.
This after getting a second expert analysis of the gun used in the shooting. More when we come back.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack in a pound is perfect for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y. Get $2 off the 6-pack in a pound, only from Taco John's.
It's the January clearance event at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find incredible savings on closeouts, floor samples, and overstocks. Sofas from Flex Steel and Smith Brothers, casual dining from John Thomas and Cannondale, bedrooms by Canal Dover and Daniels Amish, and the area's best selection of quality leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. It's all in stock, ready for immediate delivery, and all at real savings. Hurry in for the best selection during the January clearance. It's on now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Hefty, hefty, hefty. Whoa. How do they get these things to smell so good? Hefty, hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Must be magic. Hefty Ultra Strong with Fabuloso Scent.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. By Goff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call By Goff and Rohde.
Actor Alec Baldwin is charged for the second time for the 2021 fatal shooting that occurred on the set of the movie Rust.
Special prosecutors brought the new case after getting a second expert analysis of the gun used in the shooting. CBS's Jonathan Vergelati has more on the surprising reversal.
Alec Baldwin once again facing involuntary manslaughter charges for his handling of a gun on the set of the movie Rust that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins. A New Mexico grand jury says the actor had total disregard or indifference for the safety of others. Since the shooting more than 2 years ago, the case against Baldwin has been a legal roller coaster. The indictment comes 1 year after he was initially charged. That charge dismissed last April.
Everything about the moves in this case had to do with various analysis of the weapon itself.
Baldwin has always maintained his innocence, beginning in his first meeting with investigators.
It should have been a cold gun with no rounds inside or dummy rounds. I take the gun out slowly, I cock the pistol, bang, it goes off, she hits the ground.
At first, the FBI concluded that the gun could not have gone off accidentally, but the weapon was later re-examined with replacement parts.
The defense will definitely have experts to say, this gun is not the gun that was the original gun. The original gun was so old that it fell apart when it was time for analysis.
Baldwin in a statement saying, "We look forward to our day in court."
Alec Baldwin has two courts. He has a jury, but he also has a court of public opinion because he has a career that he doesn't want to see go down the drain.
Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, whose job it was to inspect the weapons on set, faces an identical charge. Her trial begins next month. Meanwhile, filming of the movie wrapped last spring. At this point, it's unclear when and where it will be released. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Still ahead, a pause after a long surge in respiratory illnesses.
But one age range's numbers are still going up. More in just a couple of minutes.
And yeah, we have that surge of cold air, but it's going to begin to lift and push back to the north and west, allowing us to warm up next week. But we still got a couple days of frigid temperatures. I'll break down what that wind chill looks like and whether we got rain or snow coming up next week. All that on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
For a state-of-the-art after-sales experience for your Audi, other high-end and European vehicles, there's one place to go. Maury's Audi in Onalaska. Highly trained, Audi-specific technicians will take care of your vehicle while you wait in an exclusive cafe and lounge. Schedule today.
Ashley's 48-hour super sale is happening January 28th through the 29th. For 2 days only, shop in store for exclusive deals on living room favorites delivered right on time for the big game. Plus, pay 0% interest through January 2029. Only at Ashley.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
I'm Kelly Wild. It's 102.7 WKBH. When my grandmother passed away, my mom gifted me with her Bohemian cookbook. I found one recipe for a soup, and written on top of it, in my grandmother's beautiful handwriting, was, "She really loves this." So I cook up a small batch, Bring it over to my mom, and she says, "What is this?" I said, "It's your favorite soup from Grandma Palda's cookbook." Then my mom said she would make this for her dog Ginger when she couldn't go to the bathroom.
It's time for more fun moments at Fanati's.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Hi. Come on in, take a look around.
Fanati's has so many treats, it'll make you feel like a kid in a candy store.
Look at all the candy kids.
Or a mom.
And I'll take this.
Or a grandma. You guys got some awesome treats today. Hope you had a lot of fun. Brought to you locally by Fanati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
Ashley's 48-hour super sale is happening January 28th through the 29th. For 2 days only, shop in store for exclusive deals on living room favorites delivered right on time for the big game. Plus, pay 0% interest through January 2029. Only at Ashley.
When your vehicle needs service, go to Maury's VW in Onalaska. Competitive rates and highly trained automotive technicians will have your Volkswagen or other domestic vehicles back on the road. While you wait, feel the friendly, upbeat, and engaging energy flow of our service lounge. Schedule today.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Respiratory illness numbers are declining in the U.S.
However, the CDC is warning that levels are still elevated with the highest activity in the South.
Health officials are also worried about a possible upswing that frequently follows the winter holidays. Since early December, flu has been causing more emergency room visits than COVID-19.
But visits for both have been going down for the past 2 weeks. Overall, hospital admissions for both are still elevated.
Now, one demographic where ER visits are going up is among children 5 to 11 years old. Hospitalization rates are highest for seniors.
Well, Greg mentioned that the temperatures are going to be going up next week, but we are going to have a very chilly but sunny weekend.
Yes, indeed.
Let's send it over to Greg for all the details on that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have chilly conditions once again. We're kind of in the coldest part of the year, really, middle January, and then our average starts climbing up. So a lot of years we've experienced these temperatures, and we're only about 2 weeks away from Groundhog Day, too, and then things start to hopefully improve with average temperatures. But in the meantime, we still got the Arctic air with that northwest flow behind this low. But out west, everything's beginning to change. They're getting more systems out to the Pacific, so it's pushing into more mild Pacific air and pushing this Arctic air back out. So eventually we will see some of that come this way along with the precipitation. But for the meantime, we got the wind chill advisory till 9 a.m. for wind chills about 30 below. Once again, it'll be just in the early morning hours. We'll see that as you wake up. Generally 20 to 25 for most areas. Some of the areas could see 30 below that are a little bit colder or have stronger winds. We'll probably climb up to about 0 to 10 below as we get to about noon. In the afternoon hour, we should still see some below zero wind chills, but overall, it won't be that bad. As we go towards Saturday evening, that's when things start dropping once again. And this time, it's really the winds begin to pick up, not so much the temperature drops off. And that's what you'll see going into Sunday morning is that southwest wind will still keep those wind chills down, probably in the 10 to 20 below range, even though the temperatures will be around a few degrees warmer than we saw for Sunday, but still below zero. So a couple mornings that are going to be really quite chilly, bitterly cold for some, but then we're going to start seeing improvement. By the time we get to Saturday afternoon, we're actually above zero for wind chills. That's just the start of things to come. Big picture shows by the time we get to Sunday afternoon or evening, we're going to start seeing the southwest winds start to increase. The flow begins to change, and that really will come true as we go into Sunday night into Monday. Actually, the temperature might rise because we're going to have a warm front that's going to be coming through by the time you wake up Monday morning, so our temperatures might actually be in the 20s, and that's just a sign of things that come that we're going to warm up even more. We are tracking the system with this pattern change a little bit as that warm front comes through. We might see a little precipitation Monday, but it's really Monday night into Tuesday as that system lifts to the north. We're on the north side of it, so we should see some snow Monday into Tuesday. Now, this could change, especially you got areas further north might see less, and you see that rain-snow line is kind of sitting to the south. That'll push across to Tuesday. That's what we're going to keep an eye on. So something to keep in mind of where you go through Monday is we might see wet snow going into Monday night. The key difference with this, it's one, it's going to be wet snow if we get it, and two, behind the system, our temperatures do not fall as we go into Tuesday. So we're not going to see any cold air behind it. So it'll be a different type of system, but it could be some messy travel. There's another one behind that that goes Wednesday, Thursday. That looks more rain, but we'll get more details as we get closer to that. But overnight, Temperatures once again below zero. We'll have wind chills waking up to around 20 to 30 below. Teens, maybe even some 20 belows in the coldest location. Tomorrow, single digits to the low teens. Once again, that wind chill in the morning. We'll see some improvement, but still, it's going to be quite bitterly cold as you wake up. That'll be true as we go into Sunday, but then things get a little bit different as we go into Sunday night, into Monday as the temperatures begin to warm up. And then next week, once again, Monday and Tuesdays could be a little messy, and we'll keep an eye on Thursday too. But overall, it's going to be a different story. So enjoy the sun, the bitter cold, but the sun, because next week we might not see much of that sun.
Okay, we will. Thank you, Greg.
All right, coming up next in sports, Friday Night Frenzy time. The Central boys basketball team undefeated so far in MVC play. They're looking to keep on rolling tonight against Sparta. That headlines our coverage this evening. Rob is up next.
Have your own 5-star experience at Dahl Auto.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Sometimes Jonah wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself. Get the rest to be your best with non-habit-forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
It's the big game.
And the big game sale here at Carl's. Save up to 45% on major appliances. Buy any LG 4-piece kitchen package, get up to $500 back, plus a free 55-inch TV. Save with exclusive Carl's rebates. Get free dishwasher installation. Save up to 80% on fireplace stands. Save up to $700 on Serta iComfort Eco mattresses. All LG and Samsung TVs are on sale too. Don't miss the big game and the big game sale.
Carl's Air Servicing Dealer since 1956.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Let the games begin. Conference play is heating up all throughout the Coulee region. We'll start in the MVC. The Central boys have struggled a bit outside of conference, but the Riverhawks are undefeated so far in MVC play. They were looking to keep it that way tonight. Let's start at Central High. Riverhawks playing host to Sparta, and the home team comes out red hot. Peyton Strittmatter splashes home the corner three. Riverhawks go up 5. And then on the break, it's Henry Meyer throwing it down. Central takes a 9-point lead, and the Riverhawks keep their engine revving. Strittmatter again, this time taking it to the cup for 2. Lead up to 9. Then on the break, great find from Meyer to Frankie Wilk for the bucket. The junior was not done. Step back 3, you bet. Central goes up 18, a 23-0 run by the Riverhawks. Sparta ends that run, though, with this 3 from John Rice. Nothing but net on the triple, but the Riverhawks right back at it. Derek Pangier having himself a night. The junior using his left. Pretty finish off the glass. Riverhawks remain undefeated in conference play. They roll past Sparta 82-47. We stay in the MVC. Holman hosting Logan. Right away, Rangers fed the big guy. Jacob Hackbars for 2 of his team high 20 on the night. Holman dealing with an unkind rim in the half until Caden Wilbur gets a friendly bounce for 3. He finished with 18. Logan still up a few. The defense coming up strong. Nick Jolly, the steal. He's going to lead the break the other way. Finishes with the offhand. Logan goes up 6. But Holman with a quick response. Peyton Seekamp gets the runner plus the foul. And soon after that, another senior getting into the mix. Jace Leeser off the glass. Vikings were down 7 at the half, but they stormed back to get the win. 57-46. Holman has won 2 straight. Same two programs meeting on the girls' side at Logan High. Pick it up late first half. Rangers down 5, but Kaya DePaulo gets Logan a little closer. That cuts it to 3 at the break. Second half, Rangers still trying to rally. Haley Sharp swishes home the 3. Logan within 1. But the Vikings get hot. Macy Klein connects on the 3. And check out this ball movement by Holman. Pretty passing leads to this lay-in from Izzy Jar plus the foul. Jar with 17 on the night. And then later in the half, it's Klein muscling her way up for 2 more. Vikings get a big win on the road, 50-36. Staying in the MVC, Toma traveling to Onalaska tonight. First half action. Toma's Olivia Wall finds Lily Knopf open for the triple. Timberwolves with the early lead. Later on, Onalaska responds. Anna Skemp finds Sydney Philbach for the hoop, plus the harm. Hilltoppers still trail though, but more from the home team. In transition, Skemp to Claire Pedretti, takes it to the hole. Anna on top. Hilltoppers cruise to the win, 64-32. Over to girls. Sparta hosting Central tonight. First half action. Sparta's Izzy Mickelson gets a rebound in the lane and the putback. Spartans take a 2-point lead early. Later, Central's Summer Lonning driving the lane. Defenders can't stop the senior. We're all tied up. More from the Riverhawks, though. Quick passing gives Ellie Galitzer an open look for 3. Count that one. Visitors take a 3-point lead. Spartans start to rally, though. Kylie Burton dishes out to Amelia Russ. The senior's good for 3. That ties it up again. Sparta getting their offense rolling here. Lily Seaford gets a look from beyond the arc. Count it. Spartans go up 11, and they get the win, 38-33. To the Scenic Bluffs we go. Cashton traveling to conference unbeaten Bangor. First half, passing around the arc, sets up Anna Frank. She's got range. Cardinals lead it by 31. More from the home team. Frank again, this time with the running floater for 2 and a trip to the line. Cardinals lead it by 34, and Frank just getting it done. Forcing a turnover, other end, lays it in. Cardinals extend the lead. Frank doing more than just scoring, though. Dishes it here to Aubrey Langer. She's good from downtown. Cardinals soar to the win, 85-24. Lots of great action so far, but we still have a couple big-time matchups in the Cooley Conference. The West Salem boys got a big win over rival GET earlier this week. Panthers looking to keep on rolling against another conference foe. Don't go anywhere. Those highlights are coming up after the break.
It's time for the King Furniture 72-hour sale. So for 72 hours, everything in our store is going to be on sale. Incredible markdowns throughout our entire showroom. It's the King Furniture 72-hour sale. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
Hardee's Double Deals start at $2.99. Choose a double cheeseburger, bacon double cheeseburger, or new barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. $2.99 never looks so good. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Pepsi products, 6-pack mini cans or bottles, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Jack's Pizza is just $2.48. Get General Mills cereal like Cheerios for just $1.99. Tostitos, just $2.99. Hy-Vee bacon is just $2.99. And Prego Italian sauce is only $1.48. Get these great deals and more Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Here's our problem. Without the hearing aids in, she can't hear the low frequencies, so she doesn't hear me. I don't hear the high frequencies, so I don't hear her. It was a perfect setup, but we had to interrupt it. We had time, and we were coming down Main Street, and I turned in.
It's not like you're going to strangers. It's kind of family-ish. To come here, you feel like you belong with them. I just think it's very comforting that they're a family business.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
The top-notch teacher is really important to our organization. You know, our family's been giving back, and our team for 5 generations, over 100 years, because our mission statement is to keep people moving. And as I think about the greater La Crosse region, our teachers is what keeps our kids moving, what keeps our community moving. And so it really aligns well with what we're about at Dahl Automotive, giving back. Our teachers are just so important, so if we can support them in any way, that makes a big difference.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
It's time for the King Furniture 72-hour sale. So for 72 hours, everything in our store is going to be on sale. Incredible markdowns throughout our entire showroom. It's the King Furniture 72-hour sale. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
All right, let's head over to the Cooley Conference. Luther and West Salem both came into the season with lots of experience. After making runs to Madison last season, two squads are strong contenders for the Cooley Conference title again this year. Knights and Panthers. Salem's Kyle Healy gets the hard-earned points. Panthers with the lead. Next time down the floor, it's Nathan Carr hitting the triple. West Salem goes up by 15. Luther chipping away, though. Sinclair Bias, no-look pass to Adam Scriver for the bucket, plus the foul. Knights staying in it. Later, Jackson Kendall is going to hit the floater for the Knights. They get within single digits at this point, but it's all West Salem tonight. Tamarian Henderson, I don't know what happened here. Long story short, Panthers get the win, 76-63. Great battle tonight in Galesville. GET playing host to Westby. Cody Schmitz and company getting off to a hot start in the first. Jukes out his defender, launches the three, nothing but nylon. Redhawks up by 7. Westby hanging around thanks to the hot hand of Caleb Johnson. Tic-tac-toe pass to the corner. He drills his second straight triple. Norsemen trail by 1. Just before the break, Brayden Anabas lets one fly from deep. He connects. GET goes into the half, up 38-31. Second half we go. That lead diminishes. Rhett Steinsline gets it in the post. Turnaround jumper, pure for the lefty. Norse down by 1. Tie game now, 3 minutes to play. Johnson open corner pocket for 3. Book it. Westby pulls ahead 72-69. Less than a minute to go now. GET down 2, but not for long. Anabas knocks down another triple. That gives the Redhawks the lead. GET holds off Westby in a thriller, 76-73. Badgers looking to bounce back at home against Indiana. Have yourself a night. Max Klesmit, the junior, putting Wisconsin up 10 at this point. He was just getting started. Later in the half, Klesmit rattles home the 3 plus the foul. Wisconsin up 13. Klesmit was not done. Less than a minute later, there he is again, taking it strong to the cup. 26 on the night. A one-man show in the second half. Badgers get back in the win column, 91-79. Stay right there. Greg has one final check of your forecast when we come back.
Whether you have a design emergency or just want to shop the best furniture showroom in the area, the January clearance sale at International Furniture is the best time to buy high-quality furniture with savings up to 70% off retail price on select floor samples. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
It's almost time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Voting begins in every category February 1st. We'll announce all the winners on April 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com to learn more.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through the end of January, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store to redeem later just like cash. Start earning on 40-pound bags of wood fuel pellets, $4.99. Rewards members pay just $4.79. New Blaine's brand washer fluid, $2.49 a gallon for Rewards members. Plus, Chick Days are coming. Order yours in-store or online. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days.
In America, every day can be an adventure. That's why we created the Ford Explorer, an SUV for adventures big and small. It's designed to see what you can't with an available 360-degree camera and voice-activated Sync 3 to stay connected. Plus, it's the all-time best-selling SUV in America. Be adventure ready with Ford Explorer. Now, get a new 2023 Ford Explorer with 1.9% financing for 66 months, plus $3,000 flex by cash. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
God. What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open.
You are not supposed to touch a thermostat.
It's almost time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Voting begins in every category February 1st. We'll announce all the winners on April 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com to learn more.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Whether you have a design emergency or just want to shop the best furniture showroom in the area, the January clearance sale at International Furniture is the best time to buy high-quality furniture with savings up to 70% off retail price on select floor samples. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
All right, the wind chill tomorrow is something to keep in mind of. The sunshine will be out this week. It's frigid. Next week, a total different story. We're back in the 30s with rain and snow coming.
All right. Hey, go Pack Go tomorrow night.
Go.
Go Texans, go Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, have a good night.